to rise from the ashes.
Shine bright up all night, we're never slowing down. Fall in love, drunk mistakes, we're bound to hit the ground. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now, do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. Young blood made of gold, a mind you can't control. Running.
Hey guys, coming to you now. There, little praise the Lord. Thank you, Lord. Aries Marie Flannery was found. Thank God,
They are
just a little
search
bit
and
ago.
rescue as well. So when people go missing, they have a kind of adverse connections there to help law enforcement. So we brought them in, just for a safe call when children are of need for that service. For
It's a
those
little low.
services, we can provide those to them. Now I think that they were spoken to about those services, and I don't know if those are in process right now, but
Can I go
they're
back?
definitely going to be talked about again. So
Sure. As a father yourself and volunteer firefighters in the search and rescue community, what goes through your mind when you're out there looking for something else's child? How does it impact your life?
it affects me. I'm a father of 5. So when a child goes missing, it's like one of my own out there. So, and that's the way we treat it. Good question. So
Jules. We're going to be talking about Chris Proudfoot here in a moment.
Questioning right now besides family. I guess what is next as part of the investigation? I guess what is happening now?
yeah, I cannot answer that right now until we do the assessment from the field. So, and their briefing.
How was the reunification between Aries and her father?
Yes, she was found. She was found. Thank God in heaven.
It's a good one. So yeah. So
Thank you, Lord.
basically, I can't comment on that right now. So she's not been released yet. So they're still doing their test and everything for medical assessment.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I'm trying to find the very beginning of it. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Let's find the first part of it here.
Aries Marie Flannery. She was 6 years old. And she was last seen at the 100 block of Hopper Road in the village of Piketon at 2 a.m. this morning. So the good Lord, this is a search and not a recovery. So she was found, at approximately 7:57
Hey,
p.m.
Ricky.
today, and she was located by the search and rescue, law enforcement agencies, and is safe. She is now being medically assessed due to the numerous hours of being exposed to the weather elements. I am extremely proud of the hard work of all of the agencies that came together to search for this little girl. They worked tirelessly and with the hopes of safe reunification. Their dedication made this a happy outcome possible.
You know something? Kids go missing, but they find them. Just a little over an hour ago, they found her.
The following agencies in the Pike County Sheriff's Office today that assist us was the Southern Ohio Corrections Facility and Rescue Team, Portsmouth Ambulance, the Ohio Attorney General Bureau of Criminal Investigation, local fire department agencies, the Highway Patrol, search and rescue services from various locations. Some was out of West Virginia to come and search for this little girl. The team was assisted by many of these individuals, and we are grateful that they all came together and they picked up the phone today to answer this. So we're really thankful and grateful. Throughout the day, our search teams were supported by the community, and the children are our most precious among us. And when one goes missing, it takes a community to come together to help one another. So we thank you for that. I would also like to thank the local media and Columbus, Cincinnati Television, and the stations who shared the endangered missing child.
This is about
So we
Aries. She was
appreciate that.
found.
And to all who was
Thank
involved in
God.
their hard
Thank
work,
God.
on behalf of the Pike County Sheriff and myself, we
Thank you, Polka Dot.
thank you. So that's about all I have. So basically, she was out in the elements, and now she's being medically assessed.
She's being medically assessed, but God was with her all day. Someone said, Jules, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate you, friend. Hope you are feeling better. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. John, Grandma 3, 9 months. Amen. She is found. Love you, Justin. Thank you for hard work. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This fan's gonna give me pneumonia. Okay. So quite the bombshell that just dropped just a little bit ago, and I got it uploaded here. And
I haven't been looking at it today or
it's been quite the day, right? Quite the day. Let me pull it up here, and we're going to listen. Chris, oh, hold on one second. Miss Curvy's in the hospital? What? Are you okay, Miss? What's going on with Miss Curvy? What's going on with Miss Curvy? Trying, bear with me, y'all. I'm gonna pull something up here. Praying for you, Miss Curvy. Hope everything is okay. Bear with me, y'all. It's not wanting to pull up. Okay, maybe I'll just do it through my microphone then. So there was something that Chris has threatened Seth. Ginger Snap, did you see PI post about it 30 minutes ago? No. Can someone send that to me? that would be great. All right, I'm going to open the phone lines too. Somebody may have sent it to me. We're going to play this and we're going to comment on it. I can believe Chris is just showing his true colors, in my opinion. Hold on, I think someone sent it to me. Hendersonville also is flooding right now. There was quite the rain last night in Hendersonville, and I do read them. Just busy, right? Okay, here we go. Thank you. I see you. Justice Warriors investigation. We're going to share this right here. Trigger mother trucking warning, also known as mother chicken warning. I know, right? Frozen moments? Exactly. He's threatening even Seth. Told Seth if he opens up his mouth, he's never going to open it again. All right. Here's this. Justice Warriors investigation. It has been brought to my attention that a phone call between Chris Proudfoot and I was leaked to the internet. I know who sent it. To, and I am very disappointed that someone from my trusted group would send it to Terry Lynn. This did not need to be leaked to the public. It is only going to cause more drama and hostility and distract it further from finding Sebastian. There's nothing we can do. It's out there. And it is. But, I think it just continues to prove exactly who Chris is. You know what I mean? All right. If anyone wants to call in, you can call in as well. We're taking phone calls. Here we go.
Which statement?
Releasing Katie's parents' personal information, showing Katie's past. Said she has it, but she wasn't going to release it. It caused a fucking shitstorm. And now everybody went out there and got it and released it.
Strong language.
Oh, she said Katie's mom's name?
She didn't say the name. She just insinuated she had the information.
I mean, we do have the information, but...
Yeah, let me tell you what that fucking started. Now all that information is out in the fucking open. And somebody better fucking explain to me very goddamn quickly. Preferably her.
Yes.
Fuck that head.
Okay, 1 second. Thank you for calling.
Hi, Justin.
Hey, what's up?
You know what? Guilt is eating the life out of Chris and Katie. That's why he's doing this.
You think so?
Every time people get close to finding this child, this man goes and acts, excuse my language, an ass.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I think they need to move this out of Sumner County. I think they need to move it in a different county. And I think they need to bring Katie in by herself and have her very aggressive interrogated. without him and put Mouth of the South up under the jail since he wants to throw threats. Because right now, and nothing against any YouTubers, but you guys are too soft on him because there's no way in the world he's talked to me like that. I don't care who he is.
Right.
And I hope he don't kiss his mama with that mouth. Because his mouth is filthy.
It's bad, isn't it?
It is bad. I sit here, I had to turn down my computer.
Oh my God!
And he came in here and thought I was arguing with somebody. I was like, no, baby, I'm fine.
It is.
I don't know, like this man has did everything in his power to get people from finding Sebastian, which makes me think he's the guilty party, not Katie.
Yeah. So what he's mad about is when he was on when the PIs were on Web Sleuths, they said, we have information about when Katie was 19, but we didn't put it out there. But he got upset about that because
it's public record.
Yeah, but it opened a door for others to look, and I mean, I understand that, but it's how he talked and spoke about everyone here. You know what I mean? It was crazy.
Right, he could have went. That just shows how immature he is. And I hope he's listening. I want him to be listening because I'll call him out. I'm not scared of him. I've been through what he's trying to do. I've been through it. So I know how to handle it. But that's beside the point. But he is trying everything in his power to get everybody off this case. So he did something. I'm all that he was at work at 5:55 in the morning. BS. Construction don't start until 7.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean,
he needs to be locked up under a jail.
Yeah.
The shit they did to Nina, the stuff they're doing to Sebastian and Seth, he needs to be under a jail. And so does his mama and his stepdaddy. And using that R word, if I could reach through my computer, I would have choked him with 10 of his own fingers.
Right, Quinny. This came out the first week. I mean, this stuff came out the first week, but I don't know why, he flipped out about it again.
That stuff was out 3 days after Sebastian.
Right, it was.
They had that stuff out about her mom.
Right.
So if it's just now catching up to him, then he's the one that's hard, not Sebastian.
Oh my God. It is just.
I'm sorry, but this is a hot butter mess.
Mm-hmm. It really
And
is.
it's turned into a 3-ring circus with him and Katie being the ringleaders. And if he can shut his mouth long enough and put Katie up there and let Katie do the talking about what actually happened, we might get somewhere.
Exactly.
And I'm going to tell you, Justin, I'm going to get some heat. I already know it. Being a step-parent, if Katie and Seth did not sign over any rights to that thing, Proudfoot is what I'm going to call him, because that's what he is, a little punk trying to be macho man. He has no say in what happens to Sebastian. He needs to go set his butt down in his RV and drink him a few beers and watch him some CSI or Law and Order or something and learn that he ain't got nothing. This ain't got nothing to do with him. He has no rights to that child.
None. And he is running the show. He is running the show. What the hell is wrong with him?
And if he's talking to these women on YouTube like this, can you imagine what he's doing to Katie?
Can you imagine what he's doing to Sebastian?
What he did to them? This is his 5th marriage. I don't think the women are the problem here.
No, the women
I'm
clearly
sorry.
aren't the problem, girl. The women clearly
You
aren't the problem.
You're on your fifth marriage looking for number 6.
Yes.
Come on, partner.
And
now, I wasn't born yesterday, but I know you're guilty of something, and we're going to get to the bottom of it, because I have to go to Tennessee and do it myself.
And the thing is, he can't see it. He can't see it, or he chooses not to see it. I mean, he cannot see it. He thinks everyone else is stupid, or I don't know what his problem is, but
there's something, he did something to that baby, and hitting that baby with a belt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wish I would have been there, because I'd have turned it around and hit him with a belt.
Mm-hmm.
And showed him, you don't hit. No, that could have been my kid.
Exactly.
Right then and there, I'd have been in jail.
Exactly. Hey, my love, I'm getting another call. Honey. I'm getting another call. Thank you so much for calling. Call back later, okay?
You too.
All right. Bye-bye. Hello?
Call from
Wanda.
Thank you for calling. Wanda?
Yes.
Hello?
Hey.
You're live.
I was calling. I had listened to this earlier on one of the channels.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, every time, like, Seth wanted to bring in the dogs again to research everything. And to me, he's throwing this act again. And he called that woman who was going to search for come in and search for Seth. He got that called off. So in my opinion, him and Katie are scared that they're getting too close to finding Seth. And so he's acting like about Sebastian, and he's acting like an ass.
Yep.
And threatening people, where does that get you? And that just proves right there that he doesn't care about finding Sebastian, because he already know where he is, and they're afraid they're going to get caught.
He is more worried about their reputation than they are about finding Sebastian. That's what it is.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it is. It's all about all this, all that, nothing about their son. He didn't say nothing about finding Sebastian there.
No, nothing. The only thing he said was that he had to talk to the woman about the dogs, and he closed that down so Seth can't do it. He refused to let him.
This is getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous.
It really is.
It's getting, I mean.
It's a shame that.
Go ahead.
It's a shame they can't go in and charge him for hindering an investigation.
You know, I mean, when Seth hears this, I mean, I don't think he's going to take kindly to someone telling him he needs to shut his FAT mouth up or it won't be opened again. That's
that
exactly.
Right there sounds like a death threat.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it sounds really bad. Really bad.
I just can't believe. I mean, I thought he had sunk to lows, but this is about the lowest I've seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's all about his ego.
I want Nancy Grace to hear it too. Yep. Yeah,
I would love for her to hear it.
Yep. He gave unalive threats. He certainly did. He certainly did. So
I just,
hey, Chloe.
He's just making himself look like a bigger ass than he already was.
And I didn't think that was much possible. But damn, am I right wrong again?
See, that's the way I feel. Boy, was I wrong.
It's crazy.
Okay, I won't keep you. I know other people probably want to talk, but I just wanted you to know how I would feel. I'd just love to be in a room with him for 5 minutes.
Yep. All right, honey. Someone's calling. Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Love you.
Love you too, honey.
Call from
Clutch your pearls.
Hi, Justin.
Hey.
I called and left a message. My name is Cindy.
Hey, Cindy. You're live.
Hi. I just wanted to say that instead of focusing time and energy on stressing over Chris, people need to refocus and get back on trying to find Sebastian. This young man needs help. If he is still alive, this young man needs to be found. And I know the type of person Chris is because I had an abusive husband and partner, and I had to move cross country to get away from this person.
Wow.
And bring my 2 children. And Katie, if you're listening, please, no house is worth it. Okay?
I think
Your
she's
children
scared.
come first.
I think
She's scared, yes. Her situation seems very similar to mine, where when I was with my abuser, his parents offered us a brand new condo, which is very tempting to me because I've only lived in rental houses.
Right.
But my fear of my abuser was so much that, in a sense, I think, like, when I was in the situation, I would pretend to get along in situations, even though I was hurting.
Right.
And I feel Katie is doing a lot of the same thing. I found myself trying to smooth things out.
Yep.
Smooth things out. Agree with things you don't agree with. And when a woman is in that situation, it's very tough. But at the end of the day, your children are what comes first. My road that I chose has not been easy. It's very lonely. It's not fruitful financially, but I know I saved my children. And Katie, if Sebastian was taken, please do not get back in that situation. That boy deserves so much better, and you do too.
But you see, if Katie is, now is the time that she can get out very easy. Like, now is the time where she can get out very easy. So, but I don't think she's going to change it because of her lifestyle. I think that's more important to her.
Well, I feel that is with her. But the thing is it worth your son? It's not.
Apparently. It's been, we're going on 3 months.
Exactly. And I hope that if, mother to mother, I hope, Katie, if you do happen to listen to this, please turn yourself in. If you did have anything to do with this, give that boy some dignity, okay? And Chris, stop butting into things. You're trying to take the focus away from Sebastian.
He is throwing a fit, he's like, I even stopped the internet. I about shut down the internet because of me.
Right.
Such
and
an
I've
ego.
heard his rant. I've heard the rant that he's, now doing with Seth. Katie, she's in a lot of danger. I'll be honest with you. I've been in that situation, and it's not going to get better, Katie.
No,
it's not going to get
look
better.
at how many women has divorced this narcissist.
Exactly. And I still, even though it's been 10 years since I've moved away from my abuser, anytime I talk about him, and I try not to, and I tell other people, I don't want to have a conversation about this. And I try to shut it down quick because I still get horrible nightmares of this person.
Right.
It doesn't just, when you get away, you get the freedom, but it doesn't leave you.
Right.
And that's what you have to take on to protect your children and keep them safe. And, you know, as a parent, that's what you're supposed to do. And if, like I say, I don't know if she's guilty or not guilty. I'm not saying either way, but she needs to come and get away from him today, because some of those things, like the other day, hearing him make a funny voice in that one thing, that scared the hell out of me, because that's what my ex used to do.
Yep.
He would he would be normal. Yeah, he would. In another swift second, he would be talking like he was a baby, and I just I couldn't handle it. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure. But Chris is displaying a lot of the same things that I've been through with my abuser. And this is not going to get better. And I do hate the way that he has been treated. And she never should have allowed him having any sort of physical.
Yeah. Hey, hon, I'm getting another call. I've got to answer this. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you, my dear. Appreciate it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Can only do about 3 minutes.
Call from Patricia.
Oops. Are you there, my dear?
Yes, I am.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Good. Thank you. What's up?
I'm here.
How you doing? Okay.
Okay, who am I talking to?
This is Justin. Can you turn off the background because it's a delay? Just talk to me on the phone.
Oh, I'm busy watching your mod on television, and I didn't know that was you.
Yep, that's me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, you can hear me?
Yeah, turn off the background. Turn me off YouTube and just talk to me through the phone.
Okay. All right.
Okay. What's up?
Is that better?
Yep.
Oh, I was just calling in to just say a few words about Sebastian.
Sure.
This is how I feel, and you know, I'm a praying person.
Absolutely.
And I really feel like Katie is guilty. The reason why I feel that way, and I don't know if Chris was at work or not, but their actions, just their actions, it speaks louder than words. You know, they're not interested like someone else said, because they already know where he is. You see, why be concerned? But they too stupid to know that the world is watching, and we're watching their actions, and they're not showing any type of love or emotions that this child has been gone over 70 days. Yeah, I think she's guilty. I think she's the one that did something, and I think Chris and his family covered it up. But with the help of God, he's going to be found.
I pray.
Either way, he is going to be, they're going to find him. You know, nobody can outsmart God. He sits high and you look low, and God knows exactly where his child is. It's just a matter of time. But that I don't want to hold you, but that's what I wanted to call it.
I just pray that he is found very soon, very, very soon, because this is too much.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, and it was very disappointing to know that. My hopes was up about the young man that was out there that everyone thought was Sebastian, including myself.
Yeah.
You know, it was, the hope came back alive, but it's no way two people, Katie, that's her son. You know, God created all of us the same, with the same emotions, the same feelings. And for her not to even be concerned, and Chris just taking over everything, it shows you she did something she probably didn't mean to do, but then after she did it, he covered it up because he's the controller, and his parents helped him. And I can't help but thinking, man, when his parents went to Alaska, you know, God only knows why they drove that time, and they usually always fly.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I'm praying they find him alive. I really am, but it's starting to look a little bit. I don't know. You know, that kid. You know, unless somebody picked him up, bless you, and took him. But I don't think that. I just don't think that's the situation. So, but I know you feeling and you got your own thoughts, and I know they're innocent until proven guilty.
Yep.
But
we're not the court, though. We're not the court. We're public
as a
opinion.
family.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we're not stupid either.
That's right.
We're not stupid either.
Exactly.
So, there you have it. So, you know, thank you for taking my call.
Of
you
course.
Have a blessed day.
Thank you, my dear. Appreciate
and we're going
you.
to continue. Yeah, okay. Have a great rest of the evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. All right. Let's continue with this call.
Because I don't know what was said.
That bitch better find a way to stop it.
Where's it at?
Fucking nothing. It's everywhere. All over the fucking internet. That people have released all these stupid ass shows and all these fucking Facebook things.
Okay.
It was
Strong
never
image.
out there until that bitch opened her fucking mouth.
Okay, well, I haven't been looking at it today or really yesterday.
Can you? This man is calling women bitches and everything else. Threats.
So I don't know what's out there.
I can't imagine Chris's wives, his previous wives, calling them "see you next Tuesdays." Wow. Wow.
I am being very polite as I can possibly be to her.
Mm-hmm.
If she don't find...
He said he was as polite as he could possibly be to her. Did he see his behavior? Did he actually see his behavior up there on panel? He was like a rabid dog up there speaking.
The fucking way to fix it. I promise her I am not going to be so goddamn pleasant when I see her.
Okay.
And I will...
I don't think he's ever been pleasant. Ever.
Bring the fucking cops with me.
And okay, the cops with him. So what are they going to say? Like, are they going to say cops? She said we're not going to put out what happened to Katie when she was 19. That was it.
All right. Well, I'll talk to her. I mean, are you...
takes that. I don't care how she takes it. I really don't give a goddamn what I have to fucking do. But I can promise you, there's a difference in helping find Sebastian and just being a stupid fucking cunt.
Okay, well, let me ask.
Well, you know, when you're acting, when your behavior is like this and you're saying everything is fine in the home, but, you know, you're laying your hands on your stepson who's an autistic child, you say once, and we see this temper tantrum that he is constantly throwing, constantly. That's why the eyes are on you.
Ask you something just for a second. Like, are you sure it was her and not like one of these sleuthers or something? Because
No,
other
it's
people
her on the fucking show. Okay. It is her.
Okay, because there's other people that are digging.
Web Slut. Or sleuth, whatever the fuck that woman's name is.
Web sleuths.
Yeah, whatever.
He says web slut like it's a bad thing.
I mean,
it was on that fucking show.
But I don't see. I can't see Chloe just giving out that information.
She did, you're missing my statement. Okay. I didn't say she gave the information out. I said she made a statement that she had it and wouldn't fucking.
Oh, 1 second.
Her.
There we go.
Web sleuths giving out that information.
She did, you're missing my statement. Okay. I didn't say she gave the information out. I said she made a statement that she had it and wouldn't fucking release it. That right there was a trigger to start this fucking shitstorm. When she shouldn't have opened her fucking mouth in the beginning.
I'm going to show you what she said the other day after this.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of fucking PI or whatever the fuck she thinks she is or how she does this. But if she needs a fucking education and schooling on being a PI, I guarantee you I'll find somebody who is truly a PI and let them school the fuck out of this woman.
All right. Well, let me try to figure it out because I know neither her or I have given out any of Katie's information.
It's not giving it out. Yeah. All you have to do is start one sentence. I have the information. I'm not going to release it.
Yeah.
She started a shitstorm. Actually, she better figure out how to fucking fix it.
You know, something else I'll tell you. There was a woman.
How did she start a shitstorm when this was put out months ago? Yes, there's something else why he's mad. It's not this. It's something else. It's something else.
And that reached out to me that before I had ever even.
I hope that they get maybe a restraining order against him. He made legit threats. Clutch your pearls.
Hi, Justin.
Hey, dear.
I would like to just comment about something that's just a little bit different, but it's still the same subject.
Okay.
Remember when Chris was talking about how much cement it takes to bury a person?
How much it costs to bury a person?
No. Do you remember when Chris was doing an interview and he was talking to someone about, well, it takes so much cement to bury a person?
Oh, yeah. Someone said that Sebastian could be in cement, and he said it takes a lot to bury. He said it was funny.
Okay, now
yeah.
just hang on a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because J had about 3 minutes of a video of that lady that was in the picture with Sebastian. She's the mom up at grandfather's mountain. The mother there in that picture.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, the picture that where everybody was talking about, we thought it was Sebastian.
Uh-huh.
That lady, Jay for Justice had showed a picture of her with a cement shirt on. She does cement driveways. And she belongs to this huge church online, which if you click on the pictures, it'll take you right back to the main picture. It won't let you look at the pictures.
Yeah, that was debunked.
And yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Gotcha, okay.
I'm just saying that I wonder if Chris happens to know that lady.
The lady in the picture
at
the
yes.
At the in North Carolina?
Grandfather's mom.
No.
Yes.
No. He doesn't.
But how do you know that Chris doesn't know her?
Well, I mean, they've never met before. That's I mean,
Oh, you know that Chris has never met that lady ever?
There would be no reason for him to meet her. They don't know each other. The woman and the guy, they've said that they didn't even know Sebastian was missing.
Okay, well, I went to look at their Facebook page, and all these pictures, you know, that there's supposed to be all these pictures of Ricket on it. Well, they're not on there now. She got them.
Yeah,
They're not on
she
there.
asked people because she doesn't want people to use them.
Well, I understand that, but then I was looking at friends and friends of friends and stuff, right? There's a couple of guys on there that are real shifty. That's her friends. Mm-hmm. One of them is just like Don Wells.
Mm-hmm.
Got to see the post that he does of his daughter is the most beautiful person in this whole world. It was just like not on a good sense.
Yeah.
So I just wondered if Chris happened to know who that lady is by chance.
Yeah, they don't know each other.
I'm not saying that that's Sebastian by no means.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyways, I was just talking about the cement factor of the whole deal.
Right. I got you.
That's what my point is. Okay.
Right.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you,
do
dear.
a wonderful job, and I love your lipstick.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Bye bye.
Okay. Thanks, Justin.
You're welcome. Bye bye. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, here we go.
There was like this random woman, like Sleuther, that reached out to me with like some of Katie's family's names and whatever. Like, I will say that she was wrong about, she was talking about Penny Payne, and she thought there's a Penny Payne that runs like some sort of
Penny Irene Payne or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some medical place or something.
Yeah, it was the wrong Penny Payne, but she had the right names.
She has the right names. Just
the wrong people.
Katie Lynn Payne.
Yeah.
Who supposedly murdered a 4-year-old.
Right, exactly. And that's the problem with a lot of the sleuthers, is that they get a name and then they find somebody with that name and they run with it.
Mm-hmm.
That happens a lot.
The worst part, and that's fine. That's understandable. Personally, I think everybody fucking starts looking for shit.
Yeah.
Ain't even worth the fucking bacteria of the foam that forms on the fucking worst form of bacteria on Earth. That's
he has, I mean, just poetically how he violently just makes up like the bacteria of the phone, of the this, of the that. I mean, he really thinks hard about this shit.
I truly feel.
Yeah, I feel you. I hear you. I can feel it through the phone.
Oh, trust me. Chloe's lucky I'm not standing in fucking front of her.
What would you have done, Chris, if you were standing in front of her? What would you have done? Whenever Sebastian made you mad, how did you react then? You know, because listen, I get it. Kids will try your patience. They certainly will. But really, how you react, that's what matters. He is unhinged. Absolutely unhinged. Thank you, Maria. With the same energy, that's why he's missing, in my opinion. I agree, Miss Kirby.
Like I said, I will bring the fucking cops when I see her.
Okay, well.
And it was more my protection than hers. Because right now, you can inform.
Listen, he just said about she wouldn't like it if I was standing in front of her. And then he said, I'll bring the effing cops, but it's more for my protection. You just said she wouldn't like it if you was in front of her.
Her. She fucking calls me, says my fucking name, anything of that fucking nature involving Katie or me or anybody else, I'm going to slap the shit out of her with the same fucking thing I told you. I'll cease and desist letter and then let her open her fucking mouth one more time. And then I've got her dead to fucking rights.
I think that's
I'm trying to be as civil as possible.
Isn't that the only interview she's even done?
It's no fucking mean a goddamn thing to me.
Right.
If she was on fire, I wouldn't piss on her to put her out.
Hmm. Well,
that's hate. That is absolute hate. That is absolute hate right there. This man has been through relationships, marriages, and his ego is out of control. Deranged, good word, yes. I absolutely believe Nina with everything she said. Bingo. There you go, Mohawk. This proves Nina was right all along. All along. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is exactly what it proves. You are just proving Nina's point over and over and over again. I believe everything Nina said, every word, every syllable, everything that she said. Everything. Absolutely everything. You can tell she has PTSD from this thing that's here. I feel so sorry. So sorry for whatever Sebastian endured. I think he ran a fucking boot camp. He ran a boot camp for this boy who didn't even understand. He didn't process the things the way that you and I do, Chris. The way that most people do. He didn't process it like that. But you made this child live in a fucking boot camp, prison like. Everything was locked down, tied down, or whatever. It was your rules, your way, or no way. And that's the way it has been for you your entire life. Your way or no way. No compromise, nothing. That is exactly what it's been. This poor child. This poor child. And Katie allowed it. Yes, she did. She absolutely did. This is despicable. My heart breaks for Sebastian. Absolutely breaks for that little boy. Something happened. Something happened in that home. You can't tell me, in my opinion at least, that someone came and took him in the middle of the night or that child walked out. Listen, there was a child that walked out at 2 to 6 o'clock in the morning that was special needs too. She done it before. She was found today. Thankfully, thank you, Lord in heaven, alive. Every child that there was 2 in Eastern Tennessee last year that we covered. They were found within 24 to 36 hours max. They were all found. This child today, Aries Marie Flannery, was found. Why wasn't Sebastian found? He was barefoot. It was in February. Oh, we're going to watch it again. We're going to watch it again. Him and Don Wells have so much in common. It's not even funny.
I mean, it's not like Kate, or I said Katie. It's not like Chloe, because she's very private. Like, I'm more public than she is. I mean, you know that.
I promise you, go back and watch that fucking video.
Yeah.
Go watch that fucking interview.
Okay.
We are.
I mean, I was
Don't
watching
worry,
it. I know
Chris.
what she said, but she's usually very, very careful about what she says to the public.
She ain't fucking careful.
Yeah.
She's fucking sloppy.
You know what? They were actually the PIs up there, and Trish, they carried more grace in their pinky toward Chris than he will ever have. Than he will ever have. And he sat and talked to them like they were dogs. They tried to de-escalate, tried to get him to talk about Sebastian. It was nothing, not about Sebastian. It was just about how he was wronged. This is the Chris show. It's what this is. Just the Chris show. The interesting thing is, he doesn't like women, but he likes to only dog them, right? He just dogs the women.
All right. Well, let me
notice
talk
that?
to her. I don't even know. Actually,
There was court today. I don't know what happened in court. I haven't heard anybody.
I do know.
I ain't trying to be a dick to her, but if she ain't got the fucking audacity to give me a working fucking phone number, she better not fucking reach out to me. And that Google shit ain't a fucking true number.
Yeah, that's the same number that Seth has, though. I will tell you.
Yeah, I'm not Seth.
Yeah.
I have the balls and the fucking spine to call people out on shit.
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking
just
coward.
Don't take it personal, because she doesn't give her personal phone number out to anybody. I mean, like, only, like, I had it from like a previous case that we worked together, but she's very private about her personal information. So
okay.
I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what to say. I feel bad. Like, I know Chloe, and I know that she's not, that's not her style. But I mean, I get it.
Maybe her head's.
What's up? Hello. You're live.
Hi, Justin.
Hello.
Hi. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. How are you?
Oh, good. How are you?
I'm
I
good.
just had kind of a theory. You know how they say Sebastian left barefoot? What do you think about something happened at the house? I think Chris hit him too hard, and that's what happened, actually. And I think that he doesn't want Katie in jail because he needs her on the outside for commissary. And I think that she's seen where Sebastian's buried. I think he took her, and that's what he has over her. So I think that's why she's gonna not say anything. And I think that he was I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I was going to say, you know what the interesting thing is about this is many of us have asked Chris, did Sebastian sleep ever in the garage? He doesn't answer it.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's not good. That's a red flag.
Why won't he answer that?
Right, exactly. See, I think he passed at the home and they carried him out the window possibly that night. That there was like the recorder, recording of the shadow with the light or whatnot. And I think they didn't, take his glasses or have him in shoes because he was passed and they found somewhere to bury him. And I was thinking, do you think it's possible on the way to Chris's job that he could have took him somewhere there if it's like a wooded area?
Yep.
And nobody's really checked over there. I was just curious, like maybe that's somewhere they should look,
I believe Sebastian, in my opinion, is further south. They have looked and looked in that area many times over, right? Searching those areas, and they have found nothing, not a sign, nothing on a video camera, nothing.
It's crazy. It's absolutely heartbreaking. There's the similarities to me with his mother and Harmony's stepmother. Like knowing it's going on, letting it going on, playing the victim card of being bit. Not that she wasn't hit and abused, but it's no excuse to allow that to go on.
Right.
Abused or not,
Right.
There's women that are abused but would not ever let them touch their child.
Exactly.
I
mean, I just don't believe that, a step parent should discipline, especially physically, someone else's child.
Not.
I just don't believe it.
Yeah.
So
absolutely not.
And especially
and I hate
someone
to
that's
say it, but
go ahead.
I was in a relationship and he seemed like the perfect guy at first. You know how that goes. And within a year, he played it so well. And a lot of this with Chris coming out, it's scary because it's like playing of like things I had to deal with in certain ways. Not all of what Katie's, but like the temper, the anger, thank God he's never hit me, but I got out in time with my kids. Like, I seen it going south, and I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to stay and wait to get hit, So we were gone. But anyway, thank you so much for your time. And
thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for calling.
To the children.
Thank you.
Have a great night. God bless.
God bless, honey. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right. Awesome. All right.
Involvement with Seth. I don't fucking know. No, I'm not saying a relationship.
Yeah, no.
Didn't say that.
No.
But whatever the fuck it is, she better goddamn fucking figure it out and redial herself the fuck back in.
Yeah. It's
Didn't that sound like something you would say to a kid? Redial yourself back in. I don't know. This makes me just believe everything. What Nina has said, what the neighbors have said, all these people have said. Totally.
I mean, I know, like, and I think I told you
Crazy,
this
y'all.
before, like, she's more focused on the search side of things, that's been
And why the fuck is this bitch on fucking on these goddamn interviews?
Yeah, it's just the one that I know of. But I mean, I'm not trying to, like, I don't know. I mean, I have to try to defend her a little bit because, I mean, I know that she's not a person that, like, shares personal information.
Feel better,
private
Jules, honey.
information.
She didn't have to. She insinuated she had the information. She wasn't going to release it. She started a fucking fire shitstorm.
What was the purpose of making that statement, knowing full damn good and well that the
Trust me.
Yeah.
Seth can have his fucking PIs. I don't need PIs.
See, and actually,
I got
as
a
we're
whole goddamn world
speaking,
that sends me all this shit for no fucking reason.
as we're speaking, I just got a message from a web sleuther that I don't even know. I don't even know their name. They go under a pseudonym, and they're sending me a picture of Katie's mom, and I don't know how they found that out. Like, I didn't tell. They're telling me like I don't know. So, like these web sleuthers, like, I mean, they are like batshit 99.9% of the time, but they're pretty good at finding shit. And some of these people are just doing it on their own.
Yes, I know. That's one thing.
Yeah.
She opened her mouth, made the statement. She's the catalyst to the fucking storm that is now brewing.
Yeah.
What storm?
It doesn't take much. I can.
What storm? What storm is he talking about? That's the thing. What storm is he talking about? Because there is no storm. This was put out freaking weeks ago. Weeks. What storm? Sorry, guys. 1 second. I need to fix this.
Go back and watch that fucking video.
Yeah.
Go watch that fucking interview.
Okay. I mean, I was watching it. I know what she said, but she's usually very, very careful about what she says to the public.
She ain't fucking careful.
Yeah.
She's fucking sloppy.
All right. Well, let me talk to her. I don't even know. Actually, I do know.
I ain't trying to be a dick to her, but if she ain't got the fucking audacity to give me a...
He's not trying to be a dick to her, but what is he? I mean, is this the caring Chris? If he's not trying to be a dick to her, Justin, Chris wanted to address the rumors Kathy's car was in the area in the wee hours. Yep.
Like that shit 99.9% of the time, but they're pretty good at finding shit. And some of these people are just doing it on their own.
Yes, I know. That's one thing.
Yeah.
She opened her mouth, made the statement. She's the catalyst to the fucking storm that is now brewing.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much. I can go out there, open my mouth, say one fucking word, and I could almost break the fucking internet.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
What I did the other night when I got on that show, when you said...
Self-grandiose right there. Self-grandiose. Clutch your pearls. You're live. Hello?
Hello, it's Reality Win.
Bonjour. How are you?
Good, thank you. And you?
I'm great.
Doesn't it seem like she's really calm in this?
Yeah, I think she's trying to not pump him up anymore.
I think she's playing him.
I mean, she's recording him, right? She's recording him.
I believe they're setting him up.
Oh, I don't think they're setting him up. I don't think so. I don't think so.
They never mentioned anything about Katie's mom.
He never mentioned anything about Katie's mom.
No, the PIs never did.
Well, did you see Web Sleuth's interview?
Mm-hmm.
He's mad because she's the PI said that, you know, there was something about Katie when she was 19 years old, and she said, you know, that's some interesting tea, but we could have put it out, but you know, we're not going to put that out there. And he's mad.
Right,
And
and it never went any further than that. And then it got discussed about Orson. He is livid about his mom being brought up on all this.
oh, I see what you're saying.
Anger is festering around. It's not about Katie. It's about his mom and her involvement.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yes. Okay.
So they're trying to basically entrap him in a way. Does that make sense?
I don't
They're
think.
getting everybody to see who he really is. He's a narcissist. He's dangerous.
I mean, that's for
And
sure.
he's got a lot that he's hiding.
Perhaps. He's
All I know is he's got a potty mouth and he needs some soap in it.
he really does, because he's dirty. Yeah.
And she's a professional. He shouldn't be speaking to her like that. He shouldn't be speaking to any.
This is how he speaks. This is how he speaks to all the women. He doesn't do interviews with men. He does not do interviews with men.
Yeah, because a man will probably shut him down in a heartbeat. I mean, Terry Lynn did a good job when she went up against him.
Yeah, but he wasn't expecting that. But it's interesting how she would not take any shit from him. And I think he was trying to flirt. Well, he definitely was trying to flirt with her. But I think he was doing that as a way to try to get her to chill out, maybe as a way of control, as a manipulation tactic on his part.
Right. And Tony's name is mentioned in this also, so this was just recently done.
Yeah, this was recent.
Like within the week.
Yep. Yeah, he's wanting to control this. And
with all that being said, I am so grateful that little girl was found safely.
Me too. God, me too. Thank God for that. That's one good thing. But you see, she was found. She was found. She was in the area, right? Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. There was 78 searchers there today. No more than 78 searchers, and they found her.
Oh, I wanted to make one other point before I get off.
Terry
Lynn was at Walmart in Gatlin. They chased her away. They told her that she couldn't pass out flyers there.
Who did?
In Gatlin. The police or the workers at Walmart.
Huh.
Yeah. That's not right.
I was just in 3 weeks ago now. I was just in Sevierville, and I passed out so many flyers. And everybody was nice. She means Gatlinburg. Or do you mean Gatlin or Gatlinburg?
No, in Gatlin. In the town that his family's from.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, Gatlin. Okay.
Something's up with that town, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Something's up with this whole case, to be honest with you. The truth is going to come out, though.
Another interesting thing we're going to hear in this is Chris said he knew someone powerful or something, and he made a good point to him the other day. And I'm thinking, who is this?
Well, he sure does talk like he knows Bobby on a pretty personal level.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you're mentioning people by their first name, that's highly suspicious
Yes.
of how well they know each other.
Yep. Yep.
All right, hon.
Thank you, dear. Thank you for calling.
So we can get back with this.
All right. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you for calling. All right, here we go.
I word on the show.
Yeah.
That shit fucking almost broke the fucking internet.
Yeah.
Why does he not? Why is he so mad at PIs trying to find his stepson? Why are you mad at someone who is trying to find your stepson, Chris? You should be like, is he afraid they're going to find something? Is that what it is? There you go. There you go.
It did. And that's mainly because up until that show, like you and Katie both were pretty reserved about anything that you were saying, and that was like the one time that you just kind of went berserk.
No, that's the one time I went out there and stated the fucking facts.
Yeah.
I didn't go berserk.
Well,
no, I'm fucking pissed.
I
There's
know.
difference in berserk, stupid, psychotic, and every other adjective you want to add into it.
Yeah.
I'm neither of those.
No, but I'm just
just
saying
a
you
very
said a
pissed
whole lot more than you normally say. And
Yeah,
so
I did, and I had every fucking right to say what I said. Nothing I said was fucking false. Nothing.
I didn't say it was. I don't think anything you said was false.
I don't know.
That's Katie in the background.
But well, let me make a phone. Actually, I know I'm not going to be able to get a hold of her right now. I'm not going to be able to get a hold of her till this evening.
And by the way, I sent a message to Seth. Once again, he wants to talk about not responding or whatever. I got in touch with Tony. We talked to Tony. That probably ain't happening. Got in touch with the dog handler. Guess what? That ain't happening either. And that ain't even on my decision.
Yeah.
Because Seth doesn't know how to open his fat fucking mouth and give everybody the truth.
Can you believe this? They are in this together, right? Or they should be in this together. And he's talking about Sebastian. Clutch your pearls. You're live.
Hey, Justin.
Hey, honey.
So he just stated that everything he said that night on that show.
Could you speak up a little bit, honey?
Sure.
There you go.
He said everything he said that night was for fact and true.
Mm-hmm.
If you go back and listen,
We're going to.
Seth confronts him about his mom.
Uh-huh.
He straight up says, "You know for a fact my mom was not with me," and then he changed it around Katie and Sebastian. But the first thing when he paused off, he said, "You know my mom wasn't around," so he admits that he was there that night.
Say that last part again.
So he admits that he was there the night because when when Seth confronted him about his mom, the first thing he flipped out and said, "You know my mom was not with me that day," and then he changes it right after that around Katie or Sebastian.
Oh, really?
He says me first. Go listen to it. It's that small little part. He says me first.
Wow. Well, we're going to listen to that right after
He did
this.
everything for that fact on that day, then he's admitting that he was there.
Wow. Wow.
I don't know. That's what I heard. Maybe somebody else will hear something different. I don't know if you listen to it, but I heard him say, "You know, my mom wasn't with me," when he starts flipping out.
Okay.
So, okay, that's all.
All right. Thank you, dear.
All right, have a good one.
You too.
Call from.
Hey, this is Charles.
Clutch your pearls. You're live.
Yeah, you covering that Sebastian Rogers case?
I am.
All right. Why are they still running the goose chase for?
Why are they what?
Running the wild goose chase.
That's a good question. That's a good question. I think he's trying to distract.
Yeah, I heard him on there, and he is just threatening people, and Nina Glass, I think, world knowledge of her, and if he goes after her, I'm gonna go after him.
If she goes after,
If Chris Proudfoot goes after Nina Glass, I'm gonna go after him. And Sebastian is in North Carolina. He has just got him hit up there, and that's why then people deleted their Facebook account because of all that. Because Sebastian is in North Carolina. Everything, pictures don't lie, you know, but
well, they said it's not. They said it's not him. They said it's not him, and the parent that you know, that was their son, and law enforcement confirmed that it wasn't Sebastian in North Carolina.
a DNA test, run a DNA test on him, which they've got Katie now, so they have to give a DNA test when they have to stick a stick in their mouth, get saliva on it, so they can have a DNA on her. So, and you know, Steph ain't no problem to get one and just get them two and give that kid a DNA test and see what it comes out.
Yeah.
I figured when it first started that Chris took him and hid him somewhere. And he's just got Tennessee, the TBI, putting out a lot of taxpayers' dollars to try to find that kid. And he's not coming up with no explanation of where he's at or where he could have gone or where he took him. Right there tells you that he knows a lot.
Well, why do you think Chris would hide him?
For publicity.
Because of what?
A 6-hour phone call was him talking to Katie on how to where to take him. If he could figure out where a 6-hour route is from Hendersonville to the B point, you'll find out where he's at. But Chris is not coming up with no information. He's threatening everybody to beat him or so or something because he knows it.
Right. All right, my man. Thank you for calling. I'm getting another call.
All right.
Thank you. All right.
What he does know, he didn't want to tell nobody, thinking that everybody's going to be super sympathetic to his bullshit. When I told her exactly how many dogs, where they all went, what they've all done, she's like, there's nothing I can really do or offer at this point other than to the kind of assist and assert.
Clutch your pearls. You're live.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I just have one question.
Okay.
It's on the Sebastian Rogers case.
Okay.
As far as Chris goes, if he wasn't there, why is he saying so much crap and talking so much crap about people?
That's a good question. He's running the show, isn't he?
Yes, and otherwise you don't look for what's not lost.
Right. And they're not looking.
No, neither. Mom went on. They went on vacation, didn't they? Right after Sebastian went missing, and the grandparents. He says he don't want nobody talking about his mom and him. But didn't they leave for Alaska or something at the same time? Sebastian went missing, and they got enough nerve to talk about Seth.
Oh, honey, they've been to Alaska. They've been to the Caribbean. They're just bouncing around everywhere. And
Okay, now them being prior military, has anybody looked at any military bases that has been closed down around their area that they know about?
I don't know about that. I don't know if there's. I don't know. I'm sure TBI's looked at all that stuff.
I don't trust none of the police because at one point in time, Chris said he had the police in his pocket. They were his friends in his hometown. So I don't trust any of them. I think that really the FBI or somebody that's got really big power needs to step in here. This child is autistic. He admits to beating this child. He admits to a lot of things that he does to an autistic child, but yet he's going for custody of his daughter.
Right. I think he's going for custody for his daughter for his mom wants his daughter.
Well, she doesn't have a right either. She tried to kill the poor woman.
I know. She allegedly.
I just send out a lot of love and prayers, and I pray with every day, every night that Sebastian will be found alive. And that picture, I do think they need to take DNA test to verify that that is not that child. The resemblance is too much. Blow the picture up really, really big and look at Sebastian's features and look at that one. They're too much.
Yeah. Well, they say it's not. So, I guess, I believe him. I don't think I don't think it's him. I wish it was, but, the mother has and the father has came out and I'm sure they verified all of it.
It's just sad that this is happening and him being autistic and the way he was treated is just so sad. Me I was a teacher's aide for autistic children for many years. So it's really sad.
Yeah. It really is, hon. Thank you so much for calling. Appreciate you, my dear.
No problem. God bless
God
y'all.
bless you.
Everybody listening.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I want to thank Tracy. Have a cup of coffee on me. Thank you, Tracy. I need the caffeine, that is for sure. And Holly Hall, thank you for becoming a new member. Yay! Thank you so much. Appreciate you, dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's finish this. Oops. There we go. 1 second.
Give me a second.
Oh, hold on. Hit reset.
So, like these web sleuthers, like, I mean,
1 second. Oops.
Fucking mouth and give everybody the truth.
Call back.
But what he does know, he didn't want to tell nobody, thinking that everybody's going to be super sympathetic to his bullshit. When I told her exactly how many dogs, where they all went, what they've all done, she's like, there's nothing I can really do or offer at this point other than to assist in a search if needed.
yeah. Oh, so you did actually talk to her?
Oh yeah, talked to her for over an hour and I think a half.
1 second, y'all. 1 second. Clutch your pearls. Why do they keep hanging up? They keep hanging up.
Okay, that's good.
Last night.
That's good.
So once again, your client
Mm-hmm.
was the nicest way to refer to this fuck.
I haven't even talked to Seth since last night. He told me to take a break a couple days ago. He told me to take a break.
Did you get that? Your client, meaning Seth. Such a jerk. Such a jerk.
Yeah, how convenient.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Caller, I'm going to try you one more time. I'm going to block you if you don't go. Clutch your pearls. Hello? Hello? Okay, you're blocked.
Way off, but I feel like it had something to do with this conversation.
1 second.
With Bobby Simmons, because Bobby has started communicating with him again instead of going through me. So
Clutch your pearls.
Hello, Justin.
Hey, dear.
Just lean on me, and I was just calling to say that I'm so grateful that they found, I don't know how to pronounce her name, Ariana, or...
Yeah, Aries, yeah.
I'm bad with pronunciation. Yes, I knew they would, though. I just had this real strong feeling that they were going to find her.
Thank God.
I'm so grateful
Praise
that
the
they
Lord.
did.
Me too.
And as far as Sebastian's case, now, I have two theories. One is Katie had to do what she had to do to keep Chris. Unfortunately, it just sounds terrible saying it that way, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing is, if they are hiding Sebastian until that custody trial or whatever, even if it is for his mother or whoever it is, I could see that happening, but it's going to backfire in their faces. They're not going to get that girl. So I just think they would, especially if he's trying to do it for himself, because there's no way they'll give him custody of a child he can't even hang on to the one that he had. So I don't think that. I think they think maybe that's if they would just, because it was going to come down to Sebastian would be in the way of getting custody because he has issues or whatever, and that, probably open in the, knowledge of Nina knows and the little girl knows things, you know what I mean?
Right.
So they would be trying to block that from
everyone. What?
The interference.
Yes.
But it's going to all blow back in their faces. So.
I mean, something's got to give.
And then maybe after in their minds, after they got the little girl, then Sebastian miraculously came home because he was a runaway.
I pray.
I know, but that's not my number one theory, but I do think about that.
I do too. I hope soon.
It's just sickening, but I tell you, sometimes I don't think Chris was involved, but then his actions says differently. Sometimes I think maybe he was at work and Katie done things and made him, like she was going to say, don't call the police because this is allegedly. He's running away, and Chris said, well, I'm calling him anyway. We're calling him on freeway.
Right.
So, I don't know. And then he's just trying to defend her, not knowing the evil.
Mm-hmm.
But he's evil too.
He certainly is. He's a character, to put it mildly.
It reminds me of I was in a terrible abusive relationship, and well, it wasn't actually a relationship. That's beyond the point.
Right.
A situation, and it was the same wording, the same actions, and a lot of people that's been through domestic violence, they see that, and they know, you know, but when they really seen Katie did an interview, to me, it looks like someone that just went, yes, losing your child is traumatic, but it
Yeah.
looked to me that she went through some kind of tragedy. Her actions spoke tragic. I don't know, like almost like a snap, and you're coming back to, and you're trying to remember what's happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she reminded me of when she was sitting there. She couldn't even look up.
Right.
It's just weird. I don't know. They are the strangest of the strange, and I hate to say either of them did anything, but I mean, when you act a certain way, but walks like a duck, looks like a duck, and all that's a duck.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's what I get.
They're giving off some vibes, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. And her hiding reminds me of CW. Hiding, don't ever want it. She came out with a piece of paper for her statement. Remember that?
Yep.
She wouldn't even show her face.
Wouldn't show her face or nothing.
Yeah, wanted to write it on paper. I'll give a statement that's going to be on paper. I don't know. It just shows guilt to me.
I agree.
If you want your child, you'll be out looking for her or him, just like Seth is doing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know if Seth is A1 dad.
Well, no, I mean he wasn't. He wasn't. You know, Seth's got his problems too, right? But at least he's trying to do something. Exactly. You know. Yeah. There's no such thing as a perfect parent, right? None of us are perfect. But you know, if you're trying to do better, you know, and listening to your kids and all of that, that's what needs to be there. So
that's what I was saying earlier in the chat. We was talking about the little girl and stuff. We said some kids don't sleep in pajamas or whatever.
Yeah. I was raised country as hell. You know what I mean?
Once I with my abuser, we were pretty poor off, but my kids didn't know it.
Right.
You know, they didn't know it. I shopped Goodwill and secondhand, and they went to one of the best schools around.
Yeah.
All the doctors, lawyers, and kids.
Yeah.
When my daughter went to prom, I sold my extra car that I had at the time to get her a dress.
Mm-hmm.
I've always done whatever.
Yeah.
So just because you're poor don't mean you don't have a loving home.
Oh,
people do take
some of the poorest people are some of the best parents you'll ever meet.
And poor don't mean dirty.
No, absolutely. Poor does not mean dirty.
I told you can eat off my toilet when my kids were little.
Exactly.
But I was OCD real bad back then.
Yeah.
I'm so clean like it now.
Right.
Not as bad, you know.
Right.
They grew up, moved out. I still clean and everything, but not like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand.
I wish I'd get it back in a way.
Yeah.
But I thank you for all you do, Justin. I just adore you so much.
Oh, thank you, my dear. I love you too. Appreciate
I love
you.
y'all, Chad.
Thank you.
Amazing.
We got amazing people in here.
I must say, even if you're not a creator on YouTube, I see you all, and you're shining your light, even though you're not have a platform or whatever.
Absolutely.
But your light shines so bright.
Yes.
And it's just, I love it. You keep doing what you're doing, keep sharing the faces, keep speaking up for what's right.
That's
God
right.
bless you all.
Thank you, Lena.
And if anybody's listening that's home children, your day will come. It might not be in the judicial system, but it will. Everybody has their day.
It always comes around.
Here on earth, but you might not.
You won't
You know what I'm saying?
in front of our Maker.
Yeah, Yep,
Yeah.
you can't hide from him. He sees in the dark. He don't need no night light or no flashlight.
Yeah.
He sees directly into the heart.
Amen. Amen.
All right, y'all. I love you.
Love you too, honey.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye. Lean on me, so precious. She's so precious.
Yeah.
Let me just.
Yeah. And we never, I mean, obviously we haven't found them, so.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
We haven't found him. Exactly. Exactly. It sounds like he doesn't want him found.
I got thinking about this the other night when you and I talked. You said you don't want to sound like a liar or anything. You're right, you don't. And that's great. But now you got information out there that actually has absolutely fucking zero to do with anything. Says there's no clues. There's nothing up to what.
Here's a thought. Why don't you get it back on Sebastian by doing something? Clutch your pearls. You're live on the air.
Hi, Clutch.
Hey.
For all you're doing.
How are you?
Your show. My sister's probably listening in another state. We are hooked on your show. We listen
Thanks.
to it. So thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you.
So and if you hear my dogs in the background, they're heathing. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But, they're my babies, though. But anyway, so I live in Dallas, Sumner County, and I don't really want to say my name because I live here.
Right.
And,
Don't blame you.
you know, we've been out searching for Sebastian.
Oh.
It's not looking good. They probably live a couple minutes down the road. But it's Sumner County. I'm gonna share this. It's not about Sebastian, but it's about just how this county is, and I want to bring light to it.
Okay. Could you speak up just a little bit? Just a little bit, if you don't mind.
Is that better?
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's better. Perfect.
Okay. I just want to bring some light to Sumner County. I have to be careful because I do live here, but there was a school teacher that was married to a pastor here, and it made the news. His name was Roy Yoakum, and prominent pastor, and he was charged and served I don't know how many years for raping a child.
He's a pastor?
School teacher. He was past tense, but he went to jail and served. It made the news here in Sumner County. Okay, all of the local channels everywhere. And this is not about Sebastian, but this is how we need, as a society, to bring light to sexual assault cases and child abuse cases.
Yep.
He went to jail. He hurt a little boy. I don't know exactly how many years he served. They got a divorce. She remarries him the second time. She is a school teacher, elementary school teacher. To my knowledge, to this day, she is still a school teacher at Guild Elementary School. Remarries this man for the second time. He rapes another child. It makes the news again.
What the fuck?
Yes. Look up Roy Neil Yoakum.
Oh my God.
Yes. Here in Sumner County. He goes to jail for a second time. He's in jail now, serving. To my knowledge, she's still a school teacher, special needs. She worked with special needs resource classes, elementary school kids at this Guild Elementary in Gallatin. Do you know that she is still married to him and she is still teaching? Why are we letting in this county things like this go?
That shows you that these mother chickens cannot be rehabilitated, number one. Right? There's no fixing these people. You can't, there's no fixing them. And she should have been let, in my opinion, she should have been let go the first time. If she would have divorced him, that would have been different, and stayed divorced, that would have been different. But you married him back, and he did it again.
Now, her last name, I don't care. But her last name was Yoakum because she married him. But she's going by her maiden name now. But she's still, I know for a fact, she's still married to him. Her name isn't Stout. That's her maiden name. But still teaching. He's still in jail and still married. Why has she not been fired? I don't understand. I don't understand the laws in this county. I don't know if like DCHS has so much of an influx of children, but as a society, we got to do something. I know growing up, I was mistreated, and it swept under the carpet because of who her family was, and it's sick.
Mm-hmm.
But the people that turn their heads and sweep it under the carpet were just as freaking guilty as the person that does this to children. Like, what are we doing?
Absolutely.
Like, why is this person still teaching? Why didn't DC, whatever you call them, the
right.
Children's Department of Services, why did they not step in and do something with Sebastian? I think Sebastian come forward and said, hey, look, I don't think it was just a belt whooping. I think he did come forth with some really, like allegedly accusations against Mr. Chris. And I don't know about Katie, but do I think Katie's part of it? Allegedly, yes. But I think he come forth and told some things they didn't want told, and then the court case over there, and whether it was an accident or intentional, I just don't think Sebastian's with us anymore. I personally have been out. I have looked and looked and looked everywhere I go, up and down the roads, my whole family, and it's like I feel like he would have been found by now. And I don't think they would have put themselves in a situation to be, to give him away to somebody so that he could turn up later. I just don't. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Right. He's not. Yeah.
This county is, I don't know if it's every county.
It's every county.
Jacked up.
It's every county. I'm just saying, it's almost every county.
Like, how is the elementary school teacher still teaching married to somebody?
Married to a predator. Married to a fucking predator, man.
That is in jail as we speak. He's in jail now, but she's teaching.
Where he needs to stay. It's where he needs to stay.
What happens when he gets out? She's still teaching.
How does someone stay married to someone that violated a child?
It's sick. And I don't care what the age, if it's a minor between, it's a child body. I know this sounds so awful.
It's depraved.
They're sick. A child's body's not even developed. And, to do that to a child and take their innocence, like, I think people are going to get mad when I say this. I think we need to go back to old-fashioned hanging.
Yeah.
When they do this to children and to women and big bullies like Mr. Proudfoot is.
Mm-hmm.
Just go put them like they used to do. But when you've got school teachers still teaching and they're still married in this county to somebody that not once but twice, he made the news twice. Look up Roy Neal Yoakum.
Oh, wow.
Twice, and she still has her job.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so that's just basically, we're going to pat the pedophiles on the back. I mean, I don't know, but I drove by.
Exactly, Tar. Their mind is as warped as the predator. There would have to be. Their mind would have to be. I mean, for you to stay married to someone that violated a child once, but twice?
Two different children, and it was like in the third and second degrees, whatever that means.
How can she say she cares about children?
And they have a son. They have a son together. One.
That's crazy. That is insane.
Look it up.
I will.
I'm not lying about it.
I will.
I don't know why she still, why they even let her come back, but not once, but twice. Remarried him, and to this day still married him. Sick.
Wow.
Like, where's the county people at that? Hey, look, you don't even a teacher no more.
Yeah. Exactly.
And we got, it just seems like we've got this, everywhere you look, these children coming up missing and all the sex trafficking and all this stuff. I'm like, what as a society are we doing? Like, we need to, I don't know if there's something we could do, like to vote, to take it to the legislature people to, protest for harsher laws on these people, but that's what we should be doing.
Yes, I agree.
Like, as a society.
Yeah.
Anyways, I had to just
Well,
in on, like, this county.
thank you. Thank you for letting us know. I really appreciate that. I'll look that up. I will.
Yeah.
I'll stay on top of that.
News, like, the national news, all the news stations, not once, but twice. Like, there's like a 6-8 year span.
Unbelievable. Wow. Well, thank you so much for calling, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you. Have
All
a
right,
good
you
night,
too.
okay?
All right. Bye-bye. Wow, twice. And she is still a special needs teacher.
Right.
And I'm just
For real.
highly respected.
For real.
And all of a sudden, he made a good point. He told me that. And I was like, you know what? You're very valid on that. Very valid.
On what?
Information that's out there. That
Clutch your pearls. You're live.
Hi, Dustin. I'm so excited to talk to you.
Oh, hi.
I've been following you forever since Molly, and I absolutely love you.
Thank you.
I love everything about you, and, you're such a wonderful person, and more people need to, I don't know how some people don't see it. I don't get it.
No.
But, it's crazy. Like, and with this whole Sebastian thing, I just wanted to know if you heard about I forget her name. You know who I'm talking about. You show her channel, and she did a live last night about the dog handlers. 2 people came forward about being threatened and harassed by Chris and his family, and I don't think they want him found, and I think that they were close, and I think that they got scared, and so they scared him away, and I think that's happened to a lot of people, as we know, and that just leads me to think that, I hope I'm wrong, but it leads me to think that he's not with us anymore.
Yeah, I agree.
And I have an autistic child, and this case has just crushed my soul. Granted, my son was only diagnosed a month ago, almost 2 months, but it's still just, I don't get it. I could never lay a hand on my son. My son is literally, like, he lights up the whole world. Not just the room, the whole world.
Yes.
He's the most sweetest, loving, innocent child that there is. And, special children are that way. And all the little clips that we've seen of Sebastian,
So sweet.
he did the same thing. you know, he lit up this world, and for someone to take his innocence, you know, I can't even say what I think of Chris, but I'm sure you can read my mind because, you know, everyone thinks it. He's a horrible person, and I hope he gets caught up for, if it's not, you know, Sebastian, then with all the threats. And I think that this is a bigger thing. I think that him and his family have gotten away with a lot because of their connections, in my opinion.
I agree.
And I genuinely think that we're going to uncover a lot if the police do their job. And I know I back the blue, you know, I love them. But in this case, it just seems like they're not doing enough, and like they have connections. And I could be wrong, but I just don't understand. It's been so long.
Yeah, well, a lot of people are agreeing with you in chat, and you know, we Jay and I, we both talked to a former employee of Chris's parents, and you know, we're talking to them behind the scenes. Some employees that work there now and have previously worked there, and there's it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, it's not like it's all about Sebastian, obviously, but I think we're just gonna uncover so much more. And God bless Nina, and I hope that she gets through all of her struggles. You know,
I know.
the day that I noticed that my son's dad wasn't gonna accept our son because he was different, I left him.
Oh.
And my son is different in the most wonderful ways, you know.
Yes.
But sometimes people can't. They just can't handle it.
I don't understand that. I don't understand that. You know, different is a strength. Consider it a strength, right? Turn that into your power. Turn that into your power. And God bless you for knowing that, and just being a great mother.
Thank you so much, and thank you for all you do. I appreciate you so much. And speaking of my son, my mom's calling me and she has him. But have a great rest of your night.
You too, my dear. God bless you and your child.
You too.
All right.
You. All right, bye.
Okay. That's right. No disabilities, just different abilities. That's beautiful, Susie Q. That's beautiful. She was a sweetheart, wasn't she? Okay, let's go to this part where Chris comes up. I've got the phone lines off, I think, right now. This is where Chris, I think where Seth might pop up pretty soon here.
Platform.
You have me, Chris.
Hi, Chris Proudfoot.
Hello.
I really appreciate you coming here.
Look at there. He started out with the biggest chip on his shoulder. Oh my God. Oh, by the way, I need to thank Spirit Seeker. How can Mr. Dummy decide what's relevant to finding Sebastian unless he knows what happened that night? He's wrong. Everything is relevant till it's not. Well stated. Well stated, Spirit Seeker. Mary, sissies. Chris will be divorced in a year. It sounds that way. Thank you for your support, my dear. Thank you, Candy. Chris and Katie, what's done in the dark will come to light. Thank you for your support, my little channel. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. He came up here with a chip on his shoulder. Something triggered this mother chicken. Now tell me, he is saying right here, guys, well, in the previous call that Josh played, that it was because Katie you know, they were going to put out something, or they didn't put out something when something happened to Katie when it was 19. And we're all thinking, well, that was out weeks ago. This shows you right here that he was pissed off the moment he came up on this panel. They weren't rude to him. It's something else. It's something else, folks. Telling you, because he was already pissed before this happened. What triggered him to get on that panel that night? What triggered him? Something triggered him. Listen.
I'm going to change the banner really quickly so everybody knows it's you. But I don't know how long you've been listening.
Long enough.
Okay, you sound angry. Talk to me.
Oh,
What?
Very.
Talk to me. We don't.
See, there you go. He said it. They have not even discussed anything yet. Something triggered him. It wasn't it wasn't the PI talking about Katie. Had nothing to do with the PI talking about Katie. That was weeks ago. He is diverting. He's not wanting us to see something. What that something is, I don't know. Right? He's just trying to make us think that it is related to Katie when she was 19. It is nothing, because it hasn't happened yet. And he is saying he is furious. He is diverting. Oh, don't talk about this with Katie when it's 19, even though it's been out 3 weeks or 3 months prior. But he's already pissed. What's he pissed about? Something that he doesn't want us.
I don't want to get you. The last thing we want to do, Chris, is cause problems between you and Seth. I swear to God.
Well,
So
I understand that, but let me help you with something.
Okay.
Okay, a lot of the information that I've been listening to on your show, coming from Chloe, the questions that are coming through people, it's very sickening and disgusting, to be personally honest with you.
Okay, let's talk about it.
So let me go ahead and address a few things and help y'all out.
Okay.
Because Chloe, you're the PI. I haven't had a chance to talk to you. You haven't even called me. You ain't done anything, first off.
Heather
is the only one. Heather is the only one who has.
No. She said it. Did she say it before he was up there? Because I only heard it when she was up there.
Reached out to me, or to my wife.
I actually reached out to you a month or so ago.
Oh,
that you have.
Hold on. Candy says that Chris just needs some snacks because he needs snacks. He's a man child.
Because, he's 15 and snacks. Snacks because, he's 15 and snacks. Snacks because, he's 15 and snacks.
That you don't have all the answers to is a problem.
Okay, well, Chris, help us understand, because I know Chloe, and Chloe wants to help. And the last thing Chloe would do is want to put out misinformation. And the problem is...
I understand that. So
why is it Chloe?
Smash something.
Why is it Chloe? It's just Chloe. Why is it just Chloe? Let me smash something
real quick.
Okay.
Okay, first and foremost, that you don't have all the answers to is a problem.
Okay, well, Chris, help us understand, because I know Chloe.
So. Yeah.
And Chloe wants to help. And the last thing Chloe would do is want to put out misinformation. And the problem is...
Okay, I understand that. So let me just smash something real quick.
Okay.
Okay, first and foremost, anything that goes on between me and my wife is not a damn bit of anybody's personal business. I don't care what you think. I don't care what y'all got to say.
Okay. He is foaming of the mouth here. And that's clearly his number one thought is about him and his wife. It's not about Sebastian.
That'd be like me splashing all your business out to the world.
Okay.
It does not matter what goes on in my house. We're looking for my son. That's real simple.
Your stepson, right?
It doesn't matter. Stepson, my son. All the kids are treated as if they're your own. There is no title, a stepson, a son. It does not matter. That boy is loved by me just like he is my own. Just like he's my own.
Okay, Chris, may I ask you something?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I've been doing. Let me tell you why people are asking personal questions about you and your wife. Okay, it's because of the situation in which Sebastian has gone missing.
She's trying to explain to him they have been nothing but gracious. Right? Why does he not call you daddy? Exactly. Mr. Chris. Mr. Chris.
And they're wondering if whatever happened between you and your wife, does it have something to do with Sebastian going missing?
Exactly.
I swear to you, it's not to be nosy. It's not to be rude. It's just trying to figure out what happened to Sebastian. And
okay, so let me make this even crystal clear for you.
Okay.
And everybody out there that's got all these negativity, disgusting comments and questions that y'all think you know anything about, when honestly you don't know a damn thing. And that's the problem. You assume, you speculate, all this crap. You have no idea what me, my family, my wife, everybody involved is going through, to include Seth, his mom, and everybody else.
Okay.
Because it's the vile, disgusting crap that comes out of people's mouth. Yes, I'm a very pissed off stepfather to this whole situation.
Okay. And I understand, and I hear what you're saying.
But how does he think this is going to make it better? I'm serious. Serious question. How does he think this is going to make it any better? This only adds gasoline to the fire. They call me Mr. Chris.
But again,
so let me help y'all with something.
Okay.
Y'all said some shit that's really, it's really none of your damn business, but since you brought it up, I'm clear it.
Okay.
My parents didn't go to Alaska 2 days after he went missing.
I don't think
Why my
anybody
parents
said
went
that.
to Alaska was because my stepfather went for work.
Okay, nobody said they went 2 days after he went missing.
Oh no,
They
it's
said,
out there. Trust me, because I have.
Okay, I did not say that.
Nobody
I didn't say
said that
you.
here. Okay.
I said people.
Okay.
Now I have terabytes of videos of Seth on here saying some vile stuff. I've got videos of everybody and their comments out here.
But
trust me, what I'm bringing to you is not that I'm just pulling stuff out of the air.
I understand. No. And Chris, I'm glad you cleared that up. That's a
So,
good.
and by the way, they didn't go for a month.
Okay.
They went for 2 weeks. My stepdad went on business. My mom went.
He's very angry about that, about his parents going out of town
with him, but it's really nobody's business.
Well, but Chris, let me.
Well, if it's nobody's business, why do you keep explaining it?
And please understand, I swear to God, I'm coming from a place of understanding because I've been doing this for years. Okay. Here's the thing. When you ask the public for help, they're going to look at everything and try and figure out what happened to Sebastian. And let me tell, from an outsider looking in, it's okay. His parents left town shortly after. Was there a reason? Did they take Sebastian with him? It is speculation that I am sorry it's hurtful to you, and I understand it. And that's why it's important that you clear it up. Just clear it up. Nobody's trying to be hurtful or mean. I promise you, we've all been asked to help find Sebastian. And this is what we do. We try and think outside the box. We try and ask questions and think outside the box and figure out what has gone on.
But
It is
your
not
problem with thinking outside of the box does nothing but cause speculation. And it causes people to call in tips that don't mean anything that you're taking sources away from the investigation.
How do you know it doesn't mean anything? You don't even say you don't know what happened to Sebastian. None of us know what happened to Sebastian. How do you know they don't mean anything? How do you know? The only way you know is if you know what happened. There is no other way. If you don't know what happened, how do you know their tips is not credible?
Because Joe Schmo down the street thinks that my family owns a cemetery. We own a funeral home.
What your uncle or cousin does.
Like, where in the hell do you get up with this stuff?
Okay.
Not you.
Where in the hell do you get up with this stuff? How about your, I don't know if he's your cousin, your uncle, that says, this is my, I think it was, it said, this is my nephew, Chris Proudfoot. His stepson is missing. That one. That's how they come up with it, perhaps. Just
I'm saying the
comment
public.
art.
And so that, Chris, that's why it is great that you're here, because we want to clear this up and help you get it out. And I'm going to tell you something, Chris, when it comes to the general public, they're always going to be calling in crazy tips and doing crappy things. And all we can do is say, that's not us. We are not doing that.
Well,
But
it doesn't
and
matter,
I
though.
did want to clear
that
it
does
up.
not
Chris.
matter.
I
Doesn't
did want
matter
to clear it
one
up,
iota.
Chris. I
Chris?
did reach out to you on March 17th, publicly and privately. You responded to me publicly. You asked me to ask my question publicly. I did. You didn't respond. I reached out to you privately again. So I have reached out.
He has a family member like an hour and a half away that owns a funeral home.
To you.
Where in the public? Where?
I reached out to you on Facebook. I reached out to you on Facebook Messenger privately. You've never read my message.
Well, don't take this the wrong way, but a lot of the bullshit that I get in Facebook.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm not.
With Chris, he's very selective on his words, and you have to be very selective with your words when you ask him a question, because it has to be pinpoint, like it's got to be direct the question you want. Otherwise he's
I just want to make it clear
Can I explain to you?
Yeah.
You send me messages along with thousands of other people.
I understand that. And that's why I took it public. And you did respond to me and ask me to ask my question publicly because you wanted whatever answer you were going to give to be public.
Semantic.
What was the question that you asked me? Since I neglected your question.
And that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I want to make it clear that I haven't not tried to reach out to you.
And Chris, I know you're mad. I can feel it. I can hear it, and I understand it. You've got to believe me when I tell.
She is just so gracious. Chris tells on himself every time he opens his mouth. Defensive much. Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you so much for your support, my love. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Candy. Ginger. Thank you so much, my friends. I do appreciate your support.
Tell you this. Please, if you can dial it back a bit and get us some of these answers and let us help you clear up this bull so it doesn't interfere anymore. And like I said, you're always going to have crazy people interfering and coming up with rumors, and it's so maddening and frustrating, and I hate it. It pisses me off more than anything, and anybody that knows me knows that.
It pisses you off? You're not in our shoes.
I know.
You haven't been in our shoes.
Okay, well, you don't know that, but I haven't been in your shoes and missing a child, no. But believe me, I can understand what you're going through, and what I'm saying is we can help you, Chris. We can help you, all right? Anybody here in this chat that asked about a cemetery, it's because somebody else brought it up. Just tell us.
Exactly. And my question comes back to, where do these people come up with this crazy crap?
That's a $1 million question. I don't know.
Yeah, online.
Let's clear it up. Let's clear it up for you. Let us help you.
You're saying, I believe, Chloe, you're saying online. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm sorry. I said that. There's a lot
That's
of
Stacy. Yeah.
crazy people online. And just to let you know, I understand you get a lot of messages. I reached out to you when Sebastian first went missing too, to see if we could help in any way. So.
Yeah, but Chris, I understand your anger, but I'm telling you, please let us help you. Okay. We're not here to point fingers at you or whatever. But the problem is, and this is what we were talking about earlier, Chris, when the public is asked to help and then no information is provided, then people, because of social media, and social media is here to stay, unfortunately, this never used to be a problem, never, until social media. And it's terrible. I will be the first one to admit it's terrible. But let us help you clear it up, okay? So you don't own a cemetery and you don't own a funeral home. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, everybody stop with that bullshit. All right.
Here, let me add this to the thing. We don't own a private plane. We don't own 78 pieces of property.
Mm-hmm.
We don't own a private yacht.
This is Trisha's
cat.
cat.
Want to come up saying that we own, like we're millionaires or something, like we've got this money growing off trees, which, by the way, it'd be great if we did, because I guarantee we wouldn't need anybody's help because he'd have been home by now.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Right. No, I understand. No, I completely understand. Okay. But understand, when the public is asked to help with social media, this is what social media does. And it can be your
Worst nightmare.
Or your best friend.
Yes.
And let us help it. And I can give you examples. I can have you talk to people that have said, yes, the people at Web Sleuths, they've helped us. They've been great. Okay. Yes. But hey guys, I understand why Chris is angry, because it's coming 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Horrible crap about him. Okay. And his family. I get the anger. So we're going to help you. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to let my cat out before she drives everybody crazy. So I apologize. So hang on. Chloe, is there anything you'd like to say while I let?
Oh, I'm trying to think. Remember Trisha's cat's name. Oh, it's such a cute name too. I can't think of it.
Let my cat out before she drives me nuts.
I will ask the question. I'll actually read you the message I sent you. This was March 17th. Good afternoon, Chris. I wrote this in a chat you're involved with, but I'm worried it may be lost because there's so much chatter. First, let me say I'm a Tennessee private investigator and have been praying and actively bringing awareness to Sebastian from day one. His case is near and dear to my heart. I had a question. I know Sebastian went to his dad's every other weekend or so. Did you come home on those weekends? Not a specific date, but just in general. Or did Katie come and stay with you? Are you often gone during the week? Just curious about Sebastian's day-to-day dynamic with his parents. And then I messaged you again after I posted that question publicly. You asked me to post it publicly, and I did, and then I wasn't answered. And I said, hey, Chris, just messaging again. So it'll be at the top. I know you said you get a ton of messages.
So, and again, we understand that you get a ton.
Trish has a pug? I didn't know she had a pug. Thank you, Tara.
Of messages. We absolutely understand that. Is there somebody else in our chat room? I can't see it.
Heather.
Heather, do you want to come up? I guess she does.
I'm here.
Oh, she is. Okay. Oh, hi, Heather. I didn't see you there.
Hi.
Okay.
There was a lot of talk. I didn't really
Cat's
have
always
time
right.
to say hello.
And this Heather is the other private investigator.
Yeah, I know who Heather is.
Okay. Heather, would you like to say anything?
Well, so I spoke with them earlier today, and obviously, as you know, Mr. Proudfoot did message me and ask for a number so he could come in, and I think that it is past due. I think that it's a good thing for Mr. Proudfoot to address some of the allegations that are being made. I would like to have the opportunity, like I said to him earlier today, it's good for us, Chloe and I, to have access to them, to be able to, when we get this information, instead of having to go around them to other sources to try to get the answers to those questions, to actually be able to come to him for those answers and try to clear them up directly. So I'm glad he's here. I really am. Even though he's
I am too. I'm thrilled. I'm
even though
absolutely
he's
thrilled.
angry, I'm glad he's here, and I've spoken to him before, and he's been very upset with me before. But once he calms down, I think maybe we can
have bladder and bowel movement issues to control themselves. But I'm not
to help us.
And
Anybody?
the other part of this is if
I
it's
got it.
nothing in regards to Sebastian, I really don't give a shit, people.
No, and I agree, Chris. And I mean, I don't know if you heard, I didn't want to discuss.
Oh, I asked a lot of questions and she wouldn't discuss it. Absolutely.
I think it's semantics at this point. He's been missing for 2 months, and I don't know how his bathroom habits are going to help me find him.
Exactly.
Tara, your mom's name is Jaja.
Mind you that
meet her.
children with autism do have bladder and bowel movement issues to control themselves. But I'm not really worried that people can't read and do their own.
Well, but Chris, let me
stuff.
tell you.
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and care about that either.
Let me tell you why that was brought up. Okay, it's because of what Seth said. Seth said at his house he didn't.
Yes, you are correct. No, you are correct. You just hit the nail on the head.
Mm-hmm.
You just hit the nail on the head. Seth has opened his mouth. He has said a lot of things he probably shouldn't. And he needs to learn how to close it, because quite honestly, none of that has anything to do with finding Sebastian.
Right. And you know what? But Chris,
stars are.
Let's keep it that way, because Seth has said he is not going to do that anymore, and he hasn't.
Bullshit. Let me explain to you why. That Sunday when I went to that vigil and spoke to Seth, very calmly, very respectfully, we were having a good conversation while everybody stood behind me and would snap them little pictures and stuff. Heather came up in the conversation. She saw us. It was not a aggressive conversation. It was actually a good one.
Mm-hmm.
But see, it wasn't 3 hours later. Seth was on YouTube on somebody else's show, sitting and he's blaming Katie, my wife, for Sebastian's disappearance.
Mm-hmm.
Now, unless you got cold hard facts, which
he's blaming Katie, my 5th wife. Sorry, couldn't help it.
Don't open your mouth. Because all you're doing is making an ass out of yourself because you're assuming.
Say that everybody is grieving and handling this situation differently. I won't comment on if I agree with any of the ways that people are acting at this point. I do think, in the last week we've been trying.
But I can tell you one thing for sure. He did not. He is not upset about Katie's record being put out when she was 19. This is not what he's upset about. It's something else. 1000%.
To build a bridge. And I know it's difficult and it's not going to be just clean and perfect, but I think if we can all just refocus and try to not focus on the other things people have done that make you angry.
So here, let me explain to y'all something that y'all don't get a chance to see, because unfortunately we're meeting on a very bad circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but Seth can contest to this. So Seth comes to Tennessee. He gets his job in the security force. He wants to be law enforcement. He has had a dream of being law enforcement since I have known him.
Okay.
There was a chance for something that came up, and I called him and said, look, I think you should apply for this. I think you'd be great at it, which is the job he currently has.
Scratch his ego.
Okay.
Now, he gets accepted. He's excited. He calls me and says, thank you, man. I really appreciate you helping me that.
I have been a supporter and a cheerleader for him this whole
Okay,
time.
I'm going to fast forward this,
But y'all don't get to
because
see.
I want to hear where Seth comes on here. Where does he come on here at? Hold on. Is that him?
You're not expecting them to say, yeah, we're going to pull back and put
I
less.
do expect that, but here's the thing. I'm also a realistic person.
Mm-hmm.
I would love at this. What people don't understand, this has actually probably been one of the largest searches for a missing child in Sumner County history, period, and probably in the state with a number of assets. Do I think they're doing everything they can? You bet your sweet tail I am.
Here it is.
You can.
Okay, here it is.
Please put him on the screen because I can't because of my computer.
Right. I got it.
Thank you.
Have you guys
Eric?
seen the dog scent track? That because you actually showed it to me, right? Remember on the map, Chris? I don't know if you're interested in. It was kind of an interesting route up the street.
Well, and are you referring to the like day 1 through 4 dog tracks? Because some of those are.
Well, he had like a dog scent outside the front door and
Yeah.
sort of around by where the fixed light was on the flashlight, and then north, and then around to like a retention pond, something like that.
Come on.
Just short of it.
Stacy, I believe Seth is here.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I got it.
Seth, I am so glad that you are here, my dear. Thank you very much.
This is where it gets.
Seth, what would you like to say?
Someone was mentioning in a call earlier. I know Tracy, right?
Now.
I got a few questions to ask Chris.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
You can. Yes, he can hear you.
Oh, I can hear
Hey,
you.
Chris.
I can hear
So
you.
why did you texted me the other day about something I'd already sent Katie an email?
Say it. All right, say it one more time. All I heard was something about an email sent.
Why did you text me about an email I sent on Monday to Katie?
Because I didn't see the information in what you're referring to as Tony Mathis's phone number. I didn't see it. So that's why I asked for it.
I mean, come on, Chris. If we're going to work together, more than a week communication between the
Seth?
people that I'm sending stuff to you and Katie.
Okay, so hear me out.
Not proper.
I told you. I told you.
Okay.
I told
Let's
you,
not come
Seth,
into
that we will
hot,
work
okay?
together.
All right.
I explained to you that I'm willing to work with you. You asked me some questions in regard to this dog handler. You asked me questions in regards to going on a social media platform. You've asked me questions about hiring a PR person that will speak for all of us and keep everybody off of these platforms. That's what you asked. Now, if you think I'm not going to do my homework and dig into people and find out who they are first, you're crazy. Because I would expect you to do the exact same thing if I gave you a name.
I don't know what's going on, but did that solve it? I hope.
Oh,
Seth?
is Seth gone? It looks like he's
Uh-oh. I think, wait, is this Seth? Did Seth jump off? Let's see. We've got me, Stacy.
Yeah. How about I'll get off the panel. I'm sure that'll make a lot of people in the chat happy. But I just wanted
stop it.
I just wanted to say that, you know, I understand what I've seen. What I've seen from the beginning is that there were sides chosen. Now I know you said because of this and because of that, but it was Seth good, Proudfoot's bad, and everybody has been in those camps, and they never really got a chance to breathe, and that's probably why Katie went to be with him, because she probably was scared to stay at home by herself, given these lunatics.
Have you had, and I may have asked this and I forgot, Chris, my mind is sometimes mush. Have you had search dogs inside the house and outside?
Yes, ma'am, I have. Yes, I sure have.
And what did the dogs hit outside?
So, as you know, if anybody has followed Mr. Gray's, what he was talking about, the dog and the trail and the scent and the overlay on the picture. So there anywhere from 13 to 18 different dogs have been
Okay.
involved in this search.
Mhm.
Now, on day one, there was 5 dogs. 5. There's an audio dispatch tape that's been released. I don't know who released it. Whatever, I don't have it, but you'd have to dig it and find it. In that audio tape, you actually hear
It's true, Tracy.
that the deputy sheriff does state that the dog hints toward a scent and takes over off to the retention pond and the construction site next door.
Okay.
Now, other dogs did the exact same thing. Now, am I going to say every single dog? No, but I do know of at least 3 dogs that went on the same scent trail, same path. The rest of the dogs, I'm not going to tell you that they are 100% honest and perfect and accurate, because
Sure.
honestly, dogs are only probably 25% reliable when
Mm-hmm.
it comes.
Where does he get that statistic? 25% reliable? Is that true?
To a scent.
25%?
Okay.
Now, 8 days, I've had dogs in my house the first
Ooh,
8.
what's this? He's pissed because the 2 dog handlers spoke out today on social media about their dogs picking up scent and Chris Proudfoot chasing them off of his property. Oh.
8 days. In my house, outside my house, around my house, around the
Mhm.
neighborhood. So, yeah.
So they've been there, and yeah, so they did. You're saying they did hit, and they all went to that
It's
pond.
impossible, Tracy.
No, I
No?
didn't say all that. I just told you.
You just can't.
I've had 13 to 18 dogs in my house and around my house.
Mm-hmm.
I told you 3 different dogs hit on the same path that go to that retention pond.
Right.
I'm
That's
not going to say that every other dog.
Not every dog, but some dogs hit. Okay.
Right. So, but I want this to be crystal clear.
Okay.
So when people say every dog, that is not the case. 3 dogs went on the same path.
Okay.
That is all that we have on that. The rest of these dogs go in different directions, but it's all unreliable.
Understood. We do have a question from Michelle. Chris, was Ellie able to go in and search the cave they said had collapsed about 10 feet in? I haven't heard this.
Okay, so Ken Widener is the EMA director for Sumner County. They called in all kinds of stuff, got layouts of where these caves were. I don't believe, and I'm not telling you by the gospel,
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe they were able to get into certain caves because they were not safe to enter.
Was that like 2 weeks ago, Tracy?
The one that
I
she
think
is
I remember
referring to
that.
that collapsed. Honestly, we know that the one collapsed, but we don't believe they had anything to it.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
Can I run mine
Let's
again?
see here. Let me get my notes. I was taking notes
Yeah.
while we were talking. Let's see here. Hold on.
I checked in for like 30 seconds.
So people have been asking, and I don't mean to sound insulting, but people are asking, are you searching? Are you putting up flyers? That's what they're
Yes,
asking.
we are.
Okay.
Yes, and here's why they're asking that question. No, you're not going to find pictures of us out there doing this, because
Mhm.
it's real simple. We, all 3 parents, initially were told in the beginning not to go out and search, that we needed to be available
2 different
to
hands.
talk to law enforcement.
Right.
Yeah.
Seth has been out there searching and doing his thing. He's had a bunch of people following him. Whether or not he chose that, or these people decided to do it on their own accord, that's not for me to say. But
Don't ever let
we,
somebody make
Katie
you
and I,
cry
are
like
not
that.
going to have some big, massive
Sugar.
search party following us around with a bunch of people that are already threatened, death threats, by the way, to us. You know,
Remember, if you let them, the saying goes, "He who angers you controls you." Don't let any person, like a creator who's being rude to you or a troll or anything, don't let them, take your energy like that. Is in there controlling you. But
I'm not doing that. If you were in my shoes, you'd do the same thing. You listen to law enforcement. You do what they tell you to do. Yes, we're out there putting up signs. Yes, we're out there putting up flyers. Yes, we are searching.
Chris, I'm sorry. Did you
Sorry,
just say you
Thomas.
guys are getting death threats?
Yes, we've been getting death threats. And they have been reported to the TBI. Everything gets forwarded, screenshot, and sent straight to them.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, everyone. I have Seth on my phone,
Here
on
we
my
go.
JBL speaker.
Here we go.
Seth, I want to give you a chance to talk uninterrupted. So please go ahead.
All right. Mainly, Chris, the communication needs to be a little bit more prompt.
Right, D?
If I send you an email on Monday and Tuesday, I'm not willing to wait a week to get a response back. I mean, that's unacceptable when we're trying to find Sebastian, buddy.
I understand what you're saying. I respect that. But when it comes to you asking people to come into my house on my property, who I don't know Adam from Eve, and I really don't care what certification, who can vouch for these people, I don't care. I'm going to do exactly what I have always been doing. You send that to me,
okay,
we're going to review it, and then we're going to send it to law enforcement. Let law enforcement go that route, and then when law enforcement comes
for us,
Hold on.
to be on your property.
Hold
See,
on,
this
Chris.
is
Chris, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Seth, what did you say?
I said the person to be our spokesman to speak for all three of us doesn't need to be on your property.
Okay,
but
Chris.
yeah,
You're correct.
you have spoken
You are very correct.
to him.
I have spoken to him.
When?
And I'm going to make this public. I am back working, and I have work hours. I also have to sleep. And unfortunately, I'm on the opposite schedule of you. So respect that.
Do you hear him? So respect that. How about you respect his son? How about that? Oh my God. So respect that.
I will do what I
When did
can
you speak
as
with
I
him,
can
Chris?
when I can.
I'm sorry, Seth, go ahead.
When did you speak with him, Chris?
What does that got to do with finding Sebastian?
If he's going to be our spokesperson, I was just asking when you spoke with him.
I haven't come up with an answer yet. We've spoke with him. We told him we'll get back with him after we've done some consideration and talking with law enforcement. We'll get back to him and we'll let him know our decision.
So,
I know you're on board with that. I do. I mean, I know you're 1,000% on board with Mr. Mathis. I got that. I'm not taking that away from you.
So, Chris, I understand like every marriage is different and husband-wife aspect. You seem very protective of Katie and her
Right, here we go.
having conversations with or without you. But like I said before you came on, I do believe that Katie is the one who, and I'm not saying it's because she knows what happened to Sebastian, but she was the last person that was with him. And so she does hold the most information, at least up until the point that he went missing.
What information do you think she holds?
Well, I'm going to get to that.
Well, then do me a favor. Let's just get to it.
Okay.
Don't pour gravy on the mashed potatoes. Just serve the stuff up.
Chris, I'm really trying to be respectful, and this is a very
I am too. So please just get to it.
If that's respect, if that is respect, don't serve gravy on the mashed potatoes. Just get to it. How could anybody marry this clump of shit?
Okay.
No,
So
you're
we would
interrupting.
really love to hear from Katie about his body language that day. We've heard from others who are not necessarily good sources about his body language at the bowling alley and his body language here and there. And so we're just really trying to pick up on Sebastian's mood because it could help us understand what led to him walking away off the front porch.
I'll tell you something. When you're praying for patience, you're like, Lord, help me with my patience, Lord. Then you get Chris. And you're like, oh, Lord, I'm going to catch a case today, honey. I'm going to catch a case today. I feel it. Oh, Lord. Tell you, I'm just going to catch a case today. Feel it.
Oh my God!
Right?
All I wanted was to bring you home.
Porch out the front door.
Well, that is something that
Office would be like, did you do this? And I'd be like, and do, I did, and do. I'm gonna catch a case. I'm telling you, let me get my nail file because I'm gonna need Jesus. I'm just gonna need Jesus. Let me sing grace and sweet the sound. Help me, Lord, for the patience of Job. Come on, you vile mother chicken.
if she decides to answer, that's on her. But what I know is, even on video, Sebastian was having a great day. He was in a great mood. He got to go to BJ's. He had a colossal popcorn. He hung out with family. He went and played video games at Strike and Spare.
He is
After
a
that, he went and
colossal.
had dinner at Roadhouse.
Chris is a colossal piece of
Texas Roadhouse. He ate his whole meal. I mean, everything in the video, even the videos that Seth has seen, he doesn't show any negative signs of he's upset or anything like that. As far as we all know, Sebastian had a great day.
No, I mean, it sounds like a really great day. I mean, they did a lot. I was just curious. And like I said, I mean, every relationship is different and you're protective of Katie and who she communicates without you. And I think that has, I think that has been a little bit difficult.
But right, hold on a second. But for the record, Katie can speak when she so chooses, and she's done interviews.
I got my
without me.
phone off right now,
No, I'm not talking about interviews.
But she spoke without me.
Line for line.
Okay.
I want to clear up something that Chris said about Sebastian going to live with Seth. And Chris, you may ask, what does this have to do with Sebastian missing? It's all part of the narrative. It could mean he ran away. And that is, Chris, did you not say that he was not looking forward to going to live with his father?
Yes, I did state that.
Seth, did you know this?
Nope.
Chris, do you want to elaborate?
And I'll tell you why.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I will be glad to elaborate.
Question.
Hold on, Chris. Hold on. I'm sorry, Seth. Start over. And then Chris, we'll go to you. Seth, go ahead.
But I know why I was putting him in online school. He needed his therapy to actually have been started.
Okay, Miss
with
Kirby.
ABA, so on and so forth, before I put him back into the situation, because he's not ready for certain things.
Okay. So he was going to go.
I'm not going to set my son up for failure. I want my son to succeed.
He was going to homeschool until he was ready to go back to regular school. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. And it's not really homeschool. I mean, it's an online school.
Okay. Online. Right. Online school. That's a better term. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said homeschool. Right.
Okay.
Online.
Listen, guys, you know, I've really tried to support Seth, and I mean, I still do, but that can't be him. Crime and Punishment, New Ink today. That's a girl's tattoo, isn't it? Is that Chris's butt? It's got Seth and it's got Heart, Crime and Punishment. That looks like that doesn't look like a guy's. That looks like a girl's tattoo. Starting to hear Charlie Brown teacher. Yeah, that's chick. Okay. I don't know. Guys, I'm going to bed. Thank you all for being here. A wonderful show. Wonderful show. Appreciate you all. Thank you all. Such a growth. Why would he tattoo his name on himself? That's what I mean. If that's Seth's, why would he get a tattoo of his own name? We'll have to say that for tomorrow, Mohawk. I gotta be up in 5 hours. Thank you for your version of Wrecking Ball. You are so welcome. Here's another one. That's another one. That's another one. Thank you all. Appreciate you. Can you call in real quick? Of course you can. Call in. Call in. Go ahead. Watch and see you tomorrow if someone will find some kind of piece of clothing or whatever, which won't be Sebastian's, but it'll detour people once again. This is how he plays it every single time. Are you calling in, Scorpio? Listen, I got to take my face off and everything. You know how long it takes to take this face off? Tomorrow, I got to build it back up. Are you calling, Scorpio? I'm waiting for her to call in. Here we go. Okay. Clutch your pearls.
friend.
Hello, my love.
Oh my God, Justin. This is insane. Insanity on all levels.
Yep, it's insane with the main brain, isn't it?
Holy shite. So I keep having a little PTSD from Donna and Candace.
Mm-hmm.
When I heard Katie in the background and Chris is spewing those disgusting words at this girl, and she's chirping in, I was like, oh my God, it's Donna and Candace again. It's Donna and Candace again.
I
Why
know.
does this keep happening? Why does this keep happening to us? And I don't think Chris and Katie knew the magnitude coming on YouTube and what we do here for real. Like, this is not our first rodeo. Far from it.
Yeah.
And it's just, he's appalling. He's absolutely appalling. And apparently Katie still can't look Seth face to face in a conversation. That's a big red flag.
Right.
And that picture, it's huge. And the picture of Sebastian, I feel bad for these people that actually think that's true. This is the damage that people do. And I truly believe that picture was some sort of, obviously, distraction. I'm not sure who set that up, but it was definitely a setup from somebody within their camp, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the glasses, you have the pants, you have all these little, things all over the place. And it's just so Summerwell remnant. And it's terrible. There's a reason why they don't want Sebastian found, obviously.
Yes, and Katie is avoiding Seth. She certainly is. Yep.
Oh, yes, she is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, big time. Big time. And, what else was I just going to say? I know it's late. You're tired, too.
Mm-hmm.
There's something I was just going to say. But whatever or whoever, was he really mad because they were talking about his family? Is that how this whole call started?
Well, he says he's mad because he's talking about her family. Well, not her family, her something that happened when she was 19 years old. But,
That was already out there.
It was. He's lying. He's lying.
Yeah. So what is he really, this angry about that he's threatening to shut Seth up? What is it? Are we getting too close? Is it getting too hot for him in the kitchen?
It's getting hot in here, so take off all
It
your
is.
clothes.
It is.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
You're right.
And like the rest of us feel the same way. If he's speaking like this in public, imagine what poor Sebastian listened to.
Can't imagine. Can't imagine.
Degraded. I can't even. I just pray for that boy, and I really thank all the callers, everybody. This chat is awesome. I love you, Justin. I've been with you forever.
You're an OG of the OGs, my dear.
I am, and I'm proud to be one.
Thank
and
you,
we just really keep the victims in the light. That's what we do here.
That's right.
That's what we do here.
We're not all about the drama.
Exactly. And I'm super happy that the little girl Aries was found.
Praise the Lord. Thank you, Lord. Absolutely.
And then Adam Montgomery got nailed today, finally.
I know.
With little Harmony. So may Harmony rest in peace.
I hope he gets the brakes beat off of him in the clink. I hope he gets the brakes beat off of him.
And then some. And then our little Summer. I'm never going to... This case and that case is just... It's like they studied Summer's case in a weird way. I know it sounds crazy, but it does. Both mothers in the home, child vanishes.
Something's not right.
I don't know. It's really crazy. It's really crazy.
It really is.
Yep, and I do believe that picture was some sort of hoax distraction. Obviously, it's not Sebastian. It's been confirmed by Ellie. And I knew it didn't feel right when I first saw it.
Yep. It's I don't know, girl. I really don't know.
I know. Just got to keep praying. Stay positive. Seth needs to stay positive, even though we all think the same way of where poor Sebastian is right now.
Yeah.
We just need to find him.
Mm-hmm.
You know. That's all I really want to say because I know you're going. But
Not
thank
gonna
you for
stop.
all you do. I love you very much for all you do for the kids and the victims and supporting Seth and the people that we should support, the right people.
Thank you.
That's my final words. And I love you, Chad.
And
That's Seth, Masha for best. We love you.
I love you to pieces. Thank you.
Bye, sweetheart. Love you.
Bye. Love you too. Thank you, chat. Thank you all. Thank you to my mods, my members, those who donated the chat. Thank you all. Thank you all. Appreciate you. Truly. Great day for Aries, Marie, Flannery. She was found. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. It could have been so much worse. And we hope Sebastian, Summer, Michael, Elijah gets that. Harmony got her justice today. Can sleep a little better. Good night, guys. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow morning-ish. In the afternoon, if not. Love you guys. Good night.